Previously on A Pint of Cthulhu, Fallout. We started with our vault dweller and her robot companion leaving the comfort of the vault in order to help a town in need. They first met up with a mercenary at the gate and made their way through the town, meeting up with a injured ghoul along the way. Our injured ghoul, Billy Bob, had travelled there with his friends, who were captured by super mutants and injured him in the process. In order to get through the town, they had to go past the school building with the super mutants in it anyway. So, they stormed the school building, killed the super mutants, and unfortunately found his friends dead. They were, however, able to save a captured super mutant who was being kept captive by her kin, and also Billy Bob's mannequin girlfriend, who he promptly set on fire to cook a Brahmin and burned down the school building. Everybody managed to escape unscathed because it's a fire and all you had to do was walk away, except from Billy Bob, who decided to jump out the first story window and broke one of his legs. Our new super mutant friend Gertrude has carried him to the town with the rest of their compatriots, where they are ready to start their adventure. I feel like that was better than the last one.
Because I didn't interrupt. Yeah, okay. Yeah. All right, okay. All right, okay.
Excellent. Right, so we've named the town, and Cartman was nice enough to name the town for us, so our investigators find themselves inside the gates of Springfield.
I don't know, for people at home, I mean, this map looks eerily similar to something else. Another town that starts with an S, for obvious reasons. So
Sanctuary Hills.
I'm using Fallout imagery, so if you've played the games, you might be familiar with what you're looking at.
yes, it is Sanctuary from Fallout.
And it's just an example, don't worry. Right, so you've got to the town and you were met at the gates by the town mayor, Jesse Pettigrew. The town mayor is currently away checking with his guards at the moment, and you have been given directions around the town by one of the guards at the gate. And what you're looking at is basically a town built on a roundabout. It's built inside a pre-war gated community. The founders for the town took advantage of the still standing gates and fortified themselves a successful guarded market town. The market itself is in the centre of the roundabout, and ironically is called the town square. You'll find all the traders there, and we'll go clockwise from where you are, so you're coming in from the south entrance. And if you look to your left, you'll have the main guardhouse and mayor's office. There's a stage next to that where the mayor would where you would think the mayor would probably give some announcements from. If you look to the sort of northwest, there's an exit towards a farmland. The north of the town, there's the clinic, where you'll find medical supplies, doctors, nurses, here, stuff like that. Yep. If you look to the right of the town, so to the east of the roundabout, you'll have the pub and hotel, or inn, which is more likely because it's not exactly 5-star. It's a pretty rough place to sleep, but it's a place to crash. And to the southeast of the town, you've got a dedicated trader's flop house, which is reserved for those traders that have been approved and that regularly come to town to sell their wares. So the scene starts with your team speaking with the town mayor, Jesse, who's coming back to greet you. And the rest of the settlement is just busy. So what they're doing is they're getting ready for their Founders Day celebration. So it seems like you made it here in good time. Moral of the town is obviously low, however. And while you're talking to Jesse, all you're getting is suspicious looks sent in your direction from the denizens of the town. Jesse starts, he says, Hello, thanks for coming. Sorry to cut the intro short, but you've arrived just in time. All Joe and Teresa haven't shown for the Founders' Day, and we've got reports of a possible break-in. I need you to get over there right away to investigate. All Joe and Teresa, they're the ones with the Tarbury farm. Now, I've warned the town already that you do have a docile super mutant with you, so you should be safe inside the town. I can't guarantee your safety if you go outside the walls.
What does all mean?
Not likely to break someone in half this very moment.
Ah, good. That was diplomatic. Thank you.
You should keep me with you, and I'll do the talking for you. Don't you worry, big girl.
Gertrude like Jerky Man backpack.
Now, I really don't want to panic in the town just now. We've already had some trouble recently, so I would like it if you could investigate this break-in quietly.
What
course.
quiet mean?
He means sneaky.
Opposite of you, dear friend.
Oh.
So, hang on, Cody. So, as a robot, I've just seen these orders come from another human and set it straight to me. So, can I just react solo here and just turn around and go towards the objective? Because you guys can just all talk about it, but I'm gonna actually do this because robot.
Yeah, but remember, you're a Vault robot, so it's more likely that you'll probably take orders from somebody who you would see as someone of authority. A random post-apocalypse mayor probably doesn't have the authority you would respect.
Good point. That's a very good point.
Human, your tin can float away.
He does that. He'll come back, probably.
Alright, so Cartman, Mr. Medman is just floating his way towards the exit that goes towards the farm. Is that right?
Yeah, why not? I can carry on.
Alright, take it away.
Well, yeah, I mean, all I'm doing is sort of just carrying on, going to the objective. I'm going to, once I get there, I'm going to go around the back door, and I'm going to try to sort of make myself, come upon this house and go to the back door and see if I can get in without being seen.
Okay, well, you're still in the town. You're just at the entrance of the town at the moment. You're starting to float away from your friends, going towards the exit of the town that leads towards the farm. So you haven't even seen the farm yet.
Before we follow our metallic friend, is there anything else we need to know?
Anything else you need to know?
Any particulars of the troubles that have been
broke
happening?
him. We broke him. I repeat, he's broken.
Any details of the break-in you perhaps have?
All we've heard is that there's a break-in so far, but my deputies, my security, they're all under it just now. We keep on getting random acts of violence, and for some reason, it's from people that we thought were good anyway. It's not people you would expect to get violent. And none of them remember doing it after they've done it. It's a mystery.
You got doctor? Jerky Man leg pointing wrong direction.
I was just going to ask if we could obtain some med supplies for our journey as well.
Oh, good God, yeah. Look at that guy's leg. Holy hell. How did you get him here? Yes.
Not that bad. I mean, it could be worse. All right, I mean.
Would you like me to make it worse?
Oh, please do.
Jerky Man,
Never
get
mind.
gun out of my back.
Oh, that is my gun. Sorry. Oh, sorry. If you're afraid of that, Gertrude, that hasn't worked in long.
Well, yes, the clinic is just to the top of the town there. You should be able to find someone in there that can help. However, I must impress, this is time sensitive. We have just heard this break-in. We need it to be investigated as soon as possible.
Yeah,
Well,
don't worry.
right.
Just let my leg just hang here. Yeah, time sensitive. Okay. Yeah, fuck me, right? What I'm hearing. What the hell? Freaking time. Look at my leg. Just like stuff. Like, because I would assume as a ghoul, I think I mentioned the last one that his leg is like missing. Like it's there, but it's like when it's broken, it's like a skeleton, like ghoul thing. It's just gone. So he just shoves his stub in the face. Like, do you see this? Does this look not time sensitive to you?
Let us fix our friend, gather our supplies, and we'll be on our way.
Alright, so you're standing around with Jesse. The robot is currently heading off. He's managed to make it just past the guardhouse. And you've all decided what you want to do next, so what do you want to do?
Does Jerky Man want nice benching, son?
Jerky Man. Jerky Man don't really know what he wants. What do we have in terms of entertainment this time?
Well, to the east, as I said before, there was a pub. There's no.
Say no more.
Sorry?
Big woman. 2 pub.
Jeez. No, let me finish. Jesus.
Yep, you had me at pub. Sorry, I apologize to interrupt, but you had me at pub. Big woman, that way.
They did mention that there might be a Mrs. something in distress at the break-in, I think.
Yes, that's correct.
Whoa.
This old Joe and Teresa haven't shown for
Teresa.
Founders Day.
Maybe the old man's young daughter.
To the pub.
Ah.
I'm
Oh, we
kidding.
try.
All right. You're going to twist my leg. And he pulls up his stump and he just starts laughing. Yeah, get it. Either way. All right, fine. We'll go to the pub afterwards. It's celebratory.
Okay, I think by this time the robots managed to make it just to the start of the stage.
I really want to know how a engine propelled gas fusion engine robot could sneak into a building. Like it's jet propelled. We're going sneakily.
I mean, I'll be interested to see how it
fumes.
works when he does actually try to.
Yeah,
will be fun.
I've got a plan. I'm just going to turn down my jet engine by 25%, so you don't get the roar of it.
Just
Or you could
completely
like
forms
use
a
your
ball.
arms to like crawl along the wall and the ceiling.
Oh my god,
He is
it's
getting
mechanical
completely
skipping.
That would be horrifying.
Yeah.
He is technically like a ball that's just kind of got a bunch of arms that pop out of a
Yeah,
ball.
he's like a
What if he just like
spider.
turns into a BB-8 from Star Wars? It's like bounce on the ground, roll.
But since he's not like smooth, that you hear this horrible clanking noise like a tin can falling down a staircase.
Because he can't see because his eyes are inside the ball, so he's just bonking against the walls like.
Yeah. Right, are we heading to the break-in now then?
Are we obtaining medical supplies before we leave? Some right away would be nice.
I'm sorry, I really want to see if I can do this whole mission on my own before you guys even get down to the farm.
completely solos the whole mission. You got it.
Just
That
I
would
walk
be-
out covered in blood. A mission affirmative.
Forget BB-8, that's an R2-D2 kind of move.
That is an R2D2 bullet.
So we follow Tin Can or we get booze?
I don't
But-
particularly want to get booze at the moment.
When that option was presented, you're making it
Most
very hard.
indecisive.
You're making it real hard, big girl. Good
How
God.
badly do we need medicine? Like, I know the ghoul's injured, but he's not going to bleed out, he's a ghoul. It's fine.
I mean,
Cap, just let me know when I get to the front door, yeah?
You managed to make it to the end of the stage now.
Max power, you mentioned needing Radaway. Is that an immediate concern or something you can fix in an hour or two?
We can wait.
I can let you know that nobody is currently irradiated.
Okay, then how about we go fix the break-in, get some drinks after to celebrate, and get the Ghoul's Lake fixed after the drinks. If that sounds alright?
Sounds like a plan to me.
All right,
I
now
mean-
you've decided on an interesting hierarchy of priorities. What are you going to do?
Follow Tin Can Boy, I guess.
Follow Tin Can, fabulous. All right, grand. So you all walk through the town, past the stage, to the exit, going towards the farm. So, putting some walking music here, Matt.
Elevator music.
from the Incredible Hulk. Do. My thumb out for hitchhiking.
We haven't got walking music, but we have got battle music.
It's the most intense walking segment you've ever seen.
That just made me think of Pokemon battle music.
All right. Scene change. Farm. Each of you now stand outside a small farm. This is the farmstead of Joseph and Teresa, a kind old ghoul couple. Now before you is the front door of a one-storey farmhouse. Front door is shattered. Shattered into a pile of wooden scraps that lie just beyond the dark interior of the home. You can sort of hear in the distance some lively music starting up as the town is getting its Founders' Day celebrations together. And there's also the audible whistling of the winds of a coming storm. But you see, to the side of the farmhouse is the farm itself. Just past a patch of trees and some random farm equipment is a couple of windmills and the fields in which they grow their tarberries. And just behind those tarberries is the barn structure.
Door open. I go inside.
Onward, big Goliath!
Just
Yeah!
straight into the door.
And I kick her with my actually good leg, like yeah! Onward!
Alright, so there are no lights on inside the house, so unless you're either with the robot, which has a light on it, or with Winnigan, who has a torch built into her Pip-Boy, you're going to have some trouble with your perception checks.
I'm going to go with them.
So, very quickly, I mean, I got to the farmyard first, and I said I want to go around the back of the house, so am I coming in from that entrance?
Now, do you think that you all caught up with the robot before he got to the farm after you decided he was going to go there? Or did he get there first?
I haven't played these games, right? So how fast are the little robots? Because I kind of picture them bobbing along very slowly.
About running speed.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, no, it's more
At a
like
push.
It's walking speed. It's just a regular person's walking speed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
Would
think we
have
could
gone
have
straight
caught up then.
past.
So, are we letting Cartman get there first, or did you all
I
go
think
on
we
a
could
step
have
to
caught
catch up
up.
with him?
I think we could have caught up, but I think it'll be funnier if Carmen gets there first on his own.
No problem. Cartman, you get there
Okay.
first. You notice this shattered door. What do you do?
Okay. So, this is why I got here first, because I am Mr. Medman. I am an emergency robot. And as the mayor said, this is an emergency. So, I am still going to go around the back door. If there is a back door.
Okay.
Because I don't want to just walk into like a broken door. That sounds a bit trappish. So
No problem. So you sneak around the back. Alright, so as you can tell, as you're making your way around this building, you have a lot of farm equipment and some trees to get past as well. You make your way around the long way because there's a river on the other side of the building, so you can't make your way that way. You make your way to the back door, and by the time you make your way to the back door, the rest of the group have appeared at the front door.
Hello, Tin Can.
Well, you can't see him. He's on the other side of the building.
Never mind then.
Has anybody watched It Chapter 2?
Yes.
Okay, so I can just...
on my list too.
Okay, so if anybody has watched it, there's the point where they're on the bridge and they turn around and Pennywise has got an arm and he waves with this dismembered arm. I'm just imagining Billy Bob has got his leg in his other hand and is waving with it, waving it around. Like, hey! How's it going? Waves his leg in the air. So, sorry. Small interlude. Go ahead.
No problem. Well, I mean, it's all up to you now. What are you guys doing now that the robot's made his way to the back door?
Going in through the front door, like I said the first time.
Alright, so as Gertrude is making her way into the front door, Mr. Medman is making his way into the back door. Now, there's no lights on in the house, like I said, and the house is a bit of a wreck. Lots of things just lying about the place. So, Gertrude, you're in the hallway, and Mr. Maidman, you're just in at the back door.
I'm
Where
going to
are we
help
looking
Gertrude
first?
out. I'm going to help Gertrude out and point the torch into the house.
Right, Gertrude's walking in with Gertrude. Sorry, Winnigan's walking in with Gertrude.
Gertrude is walking with Gertrude. They're both ginger, how can you tell?
So I would assume that at that point, obviously, that Billy Bob is in there as well, because if he's
Because Billy Bob's on Gertrude's back, yes.
Gertrude back ride.
What Ghost Man doing?
Following you guys.
Alright, so you're all just walking into the hallway, into this dark hallway, illuminated by Winnigan. And you see at the back a light shining where Mr. Maidman has came in through the dining room.
Hello, Tin Can.
Yeah, I'm allowing you to say hello to him now because you can see each other.
Hello! And I wave my leg. Hi!
If you hit someone with that fire water, does it count as hitting them or kicking them?
Is kicking not hitting?
Can I start searching the room?
Yes,
Like-
which room would you like to search?
The
There's
room
the
I'm
living room,
currently
the
in.
kitchen, or the bedroom.
You said I'm in the dining room, right?
Yeah, so you've came in the dining room, which is in between the living room and the kitchen.
Okay, so I'm going to search that room. If there's nobody in there, it's empty, then I want to search for clues. Because I
Well,
want
yeah,
to
the
know
dining
where it
room's
is.
just a table and chairs, so there isn't actually anything else in there other than chairs surrounding a table. So you've got a choice between the living room or the kitchen from where you are. Or you can go into the hallway and go to the bedroom.
Yeah, I just want to search some clues in the living room.
Alright, Mr. Maidman passes in front of the rest of the crew at the end of the hallway and goes straight into the living room. The living room is it's the most wrecked room of the house. All the furniture's been overturned, the floor's scattered with broken picture frames, blood-soaked farm tools, obviously the site of a major struggle. So, you're having a wee look around. I'm going to get you to do a perception check for me.
Okay.
So we're looking for what are you doing in this living room? What exactly is it you're looking for?
Well, so as a medical robot, I'm looking for any signs of struggle, any signs of blood, any sort of thing that will stand out
Right.
as the
Struggle,
emergency.
blood, that kind of thing. Yeah. So
Yeah,
I'm going to
yeah.
get you to roll your perception against your survival skill.
Okay, you have to remind me how to do this.
So if you hit the dice in the top left-hand corner,
Okay, that one. Yeah, quick roll. 2d20. Attribute is perception, and it's going against my, survival?
yes, going against your survival skill. Alright, not only have you not got any successes from that, so your target was a 7, and you rolled a 19 and a 20. So you actually got a critical failure on that. So not only do you fail to notice anything, you somehow, despite floating, manage to trip up on some plant pots and clatter to the floor with quite a loud bang.
Oops. My jets must have gave out briefly.
I'm about to say, can we get some explanation on how this physically happened? Like how this possibly
Okay,
could have
okay.
happened?
I can do that. So my character then finally sputters back to life, gets up and says, "Excuse me, my jets malfunctioned." And then that's it.
Bravo. Absolutely bravo. I'm in awe at the
Performance
moment.
of the
Just
century right there.
complete awe.
Your
Like,
jets-
I
if you would
can't
like some
even.
more detail there, Tukan. I mean, it's the problem you see there. With
Oh,
the
gee.
bubble
I
in
wonder
the,
if we
in
need
the-
more decal in an audio drama podcast.
No, do you know what?
I
you're
wonder
right.
if we
Let's
want
let
that
the
or
guests,
not.
use their
Hey
imagination.
guys, do you want to be incredibly anal about Tukin not giving enough detail from now on?
God.
I think it's karma time, bud.
I mean, I at least gave him that it was a plant pot he tripped up on.
I was talking about I was thinking Carmen. Wait. I was confused at how possibly a floating thing could hit the pot. But I'll give it.
Pot's a little high up off the ground.
It's a big pot. It's like a 6 foot tall pot. The
Yeah, I
world's
mean, it's on a
largest
shelf.
ceramic pot.
Right, so we're looking through. So there's been a break-in. They didn't say there'd been a murder. So and there's blood-soaked tools. That's a bit concerning.
That's correct. They did not say there has been a murder.
Is there money or food around?
Probably food in the kitchen, if I had to guess.
Mr.
Can I-
Robot, could you be kind enough to turn your light on so we can see?
I've got my light.
You smooth skin, follow me. I just
By the
pick
way,
up.
I just start illuminating, but yeah, I just turn my lights on.
Well, I'll basically take Winnigan against by the wrist with the light and just hold it out in front. You torch. Wear food.
I'll point you towards the kitchen then.
Alright, so you'll start going towards the kitchen, so that'll be Winnigan, Gertrude, and Billy Bob, of course, being on the back of Gertrude, holding his own leg.
Can I roll
Speaking
a
of-
perception to see something?
Hold on. I'm just getting into the
Okay.
kitchen just now. There you go. I want to tell you what you see in the kitchen first without any perception. The back door to the kitchen was wide open. That's the one that Mr. Medman came in. It's rattling against its frame. The kitchen itself is mostly clean and tidy, but for an overturned drawer, and it has scattered utensils and knives to the ground. On the wall beside the archway, let me just get this in view for you on the map.
Yay! We can see. We're no longer
Oh, well, I
blind.
can't see yet. Okay.
He's doing it. Sometime.
There you go. Now, what you can see beside the archway is an old ghoul woman wearing a bloody nightgown. Her rotted skin falling away from her face in folds that flap about in the wind. A garden hoe is thrust through her sternum, impaling her to the wall.
Oh,
Walk right past that.
What beauty not taken from this world. The world did not deserve such a beautiful specimen.
Yeah, so you didn't need a
Yes.
perception check to be able to see the fact that there was an old woman impaled to the wall.
Is the hoe a good weapon?
Good question.
It's... hold on a second. Let me just confirm that for you.
Is the hoe against the
I'm
wall a good
interested
weapon?
myself. Let's see. I didn't think to look up hoe as a weapon before I started doing this, so bear with me here. We were looking for melee weapons. Wonder if hoe is on this list. So we've got some good ones. We've got stuff like baseball bats, boards, lead pipes, cues. We do not have hoe, so I'm going to put the hoe in the same sort of round as, say, a...
Lead pipe?
Yes, no, not a lead pipe. Maybe more like a bat.
Hmm.
A walking cane. You know what? Put it in the same as a walking cane. So,
Fair enough.
it's got physical damage type, 3 damage dice per attack, which is good. I don't think it's as good as your current weapon. What have you got? Actually, it's exactly the same damage as your frying pan.
Oh, I don't want them.
Can you
Alright.
dual wield?
Any shiny.
Alright, so you want to ignore the dead body and look around for shiny stuff first.
I super mutant, not intelligent.
Fantastic. Alright, so you are going to look for some food and some money. So let me see if I can get some loot for you going here. There is, in the kitchen, some preserved Instamash.
Yay, instant mashed potatoes, the finest delicacy in the wastelands.
And yeah, you found some Instamash in the kitchen. And let's see, did you find any caps or anything like that? You found 2 Nuka-Colas, but you didn't find any caps. So you now have some Instamash, Stick that in your inventory. And and 2 bottles of Nuka-Cola.
Can Billy Bob?
And Billy
Billy
Bob.
Bob.
No. Here's the thing. Can I, as Billy Bob, seems like something Billy Bob would do. Can he try to drink one of the Nuka-Colas first thing?
Yes, of course you can.
I'm saying,
that
like,
would
would anybody try to stop me? Because it's like a group inventory kind of thing.
I'm letting you do that.
Yeah,
Go for it. Try it.
I
See what
can't
happens.
drink, so.
How
That's
do you
not bad.
add stuff to your inventory? Because it won't let me do that right now.
Are we
All
getting?
right. So if you go to your gear section,
Ah, found it.
okay. All right. So Billy Bob, you want to drink some Nuka-Cola?
Yep. And then he's also going to take the Instamash and just chug it. It's just dry
Oh.
Instamash. Like it's
Oh,
not
no.
even like it isn't even gonna have water, nothing with it. No, it's just gonna
Mixing
straight
with
up.
the cola
Yep.
flavored Instamash.
Well, he's gonna drink the entire cola and then he's gonna chug the Instamash.
Jerky man, no steal food.
Hungry.
Ask first.
A good.
Takes you
All
long.
ghouls must have good manners. Gertrude
have, but
excellent
you
manners.
ask. Or Gertrude drop you.
So, can I explore this last dark room then, while other guys are talking?
Well, I want to figure out what happens with me chugging Nuka-Cola and Instamash.
I like the
Oh.
Cartman's just ignoring everybody else right now. He's like, I don't fucking care about what they're doing. I want to explore. I failed to explore the living room. All I've seen is blood and tripped up on something. I want to go in the bedroom.
Exactly.
Nothing
He wants to
worthwhile in
take a
here.
little
Fuck
robot
this.
nap. Also, I think one of it, like Winnigan's going to investigate the corpse and try and call Max over because he
Okay.
gives.
Well,
The
if you're
vibes of someone who
interested in the
knows about
Nuka-Cola,
quotes.
just because we're still on drinking Nuka-Cola here, Nuka-Cola is one of the ways you can gain action points. So he has immediately gained 1 action point. The good thing is, as you started this, you had full action points. So drinking this Nuka-Cola has done absolutely nothing for you.
Oh, great!
But Gertrude get the cap.
Oh, so good. Oh, well, I was getting a little hoarse there. Now I got my throat back. Thank you.
As for the Instamash, it heals 4 hit points for him,
Useful.
Okay.
which
I
is
mean-
good because you were down by 6 with that broken leg, so you're only down by 2 now.
Okay, so what was my
But you
max
still have a
HP?
broken leg.
Was my max HP 14? Or was it 20? So my
Let
HP
me
is
have
at
a look for
14 now. I guess I didn't put down that I lost 6. It may be 14.
Yeah, so your maximum HP is 14, yes.
Ah, okay. So I am down to 12. Okay.
Alright, so
Awesome.
Billy Bob has just chugged a Nuka-Cola and washed it down with some raw Instamash, healing himself because it's irradiated.
Delicious. Man, that tastes like mama's tears.
As he's
Is
doing
she-
this, the robot is making his way to the bedroom, and you can see him go past because it's an open plan. What do we do?
Robot. Robot.
Oh, he'll be fine. Throw
It's
him
gonna
around.
I'm just
On
going
their
to
own all the
ignore
time.
everyone and go to the room.
Okay, so I'm going to say that he has made it to the doorway of the bedroom. Have you guys done anything else in the kitchen in the time it took for him to make his way to the bedroom?
I'm going to investigate the corpse. I'll call
You're
Max
going to
over.
investigate the corpse. Finally, somebody's noticed that there's a corpse impaled to the wall, which I thought was the most noticeable thing about the kitchen. That's great.
Well, they did
Again,
yank
a
the
group full
hoe
of
out of it,
assholes
right?
isn't
Didn't
what's
they,
happened.
didn't they yank the hoe out of her?
No, Gertrude determined it was not a good weapon. So
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Alright, so there's nothing identifiable on the corpse. She's not actually got anything on her. She is only wearing a nightgown, so at least she was ready for bed by this point. So no clues as to how this happened. It's just a nightgown loosely hanging off of some loose skin and a good couple of feet off the ground.
alright.
Oh, sweet ghoul Jesus. please take this poor, poor, beautiful soul into your embrace in ghoul heaven, wherever that may be.
I thought you'd wanted to go to Ghoul Hill, where you were going to end up.
Can I
That's-
get
that's a-
you to do a little perception check as well for me there, Winnigan?
Sure
Give
thing.
me a perception check. What skill are we going to use for this? I think we're going to go survival as well. Yeah, so give me a survival against perception.
Oh. So... survival, and then I need that to be...
Alright, excellent. So your target was 6, and you rolled a 19 and a 5.
That's for endurance, but... yeah.
Oh, survival and endurance you rolled there. What's the difference between your endurance and your... survival?
Perception's higher.
Oh, perception's
I don't
higher.
know that-
That's fine.
Yeah.
In that case, yeah, you'll still have passed in that case because one of your rolls was a 5, so you got 1 success. So what you're noticing there, you notice from the body there is a trail of bloody footsteps that leads from the kitchen. Well, it doesn't lead from the kitchen; it leads to the kitchen. So you notice the blood coming towards the body from where the living room is. It then goes from the body out to the back door.
Well, it looks like we found our escape route for whoever did this.
The imprints
Wasn't it-
suggest that they were left by someone not wearing shoes.
And barefoot. But wasn't there another person in this house? 2 residents?
And this is where I open the door for the bedroom, right?
This is where, yes. By the time she has noticed this, you have opened the door to the bedroom. So, yeah, if you don't mind, we'll come back to you, Winnigan.
Yep.
And there you go. Mr. Medman has found his way into a bedroom. The couple's bedroom is small and plain. The sliding closet door is still open. On its neatly made bed is a pile of glass shards and crumpled, torn up photos. What do you do?
Okay. Again, searching for clues in general, so just a generic search, I'd say, just a generic scour of the room of anything of interest.
Okay, generic search. There is cupboards, wardrobes, a bed. What are you doing?
Okay, so I'm going to start by searching the cupboards and wardrobes. I think that's the first way to start.
Fantastic, excellent. So, let me get a wee perception check for you there. I don't think it's going to be survival this time. Let's have a look. You're just looking around the room, looking for stuff that might have happened. I'm going to ask you maybe... Give me medicine then in that case.
Okay.
Seeing as you've noticed blood already, give me a wee medicine perception check.
This game's broken.
How did this happen to you twice in a row? So his target there was 10. I thought I was being generous to him there, and instead of rolling a 19 and a 20 like he did last time, this time he's rolled an 18 and a 20. He has managed to critical fail 2 perception checks, despite having a perception bonus with his robot mods.
It's just the my sensors are on the blink today. You know, I have this wonky electro tube that just isn't sitting right today.
As you were walking through the door, a bit of wood was hanging loose from the door frame. You have caught your eye module on it and will need somebody to help you release it before you can move any further.
So I'm trapped.
You're trapped in the doorway. How did you roll 2 critical fails in a row?
I don't know. I think me and
All
Josh are
right,
getting our
I
dice
think we
mixed up.
can quickly go back to the kitchen now. So, Winnigan, you've noticed that there is a blood trail, and to
By
remind
the way,
you
I'm
what
going to
that
start a sort of a quiet beep where I am, just like a machine. You sort of beep, beep. You know,
Like when a
people
Roomba
just
gets
ended.
stuck?
Yeah, exactly. That's it. And the Roomba gets stuck.
Excellent. So, Winnigan, you've noticed the blood trail, and where the blood trail leads, it starts in the living room, goes towards the dead body, and then out the back door, and it is from somebody not wearing shoes. You then start to hear the Roomba beeping of your stuck robot.
That will be the Medman. They get caught on like chandeliers, light fittings, curtains a lot of the time, unfortunately. Can someone go and unstick him?
Don't worry, I got it. Now I try to move, obviously, but since I'm being carried by Gertrude,
Help me!
Yeah,
Help me!
Sorry, Billy Bob jumps off of Gertrude to go help the robot and falls on his face.
I got it. Yeah, crawling, dragging myself. Don't worry, I'll get there.
Gertrude will pick him back up again. Come on. Stupid tin can.
I wanted the pretty lady to notice I could do it.
Max, would I be correct in assuming you have some experience in tracking?
Yes, I was looking at the footprints. I'm trying to make a mark. See if we can attach this to anyone that we catch.
Yes, please, Max, tell me that you did something else in the kitchen while they were messing around.
I was investigating the footprints, looking to see if there were any identifying marks on the foot
Max,
itself.
Power, give me a perception check in the kitchen. Give it against survival.
Survival.
Did you look at that? Target 10, he managed to hit a 3, which is a critical success for him, because survival's a tagged skill. He gets 2 successes there. Now this is only a 1 difficulty, so this one would have got you another action point if they weren't already at full, which is great. And what you discover is that beneath the counter, with the overturned drawer, is a large gun rack. Now, whatever weapon the rack held is missing.
Can I go over and search the rack for residue or like any strands of hair maybe left behind?
You can. And you find nothing but the general residue that you would most likely find in a farmhouse. Dust and such.
Okay, so as a man that lives in a farmhouse, I genuinely want to know what the general residue that is in a farmhouse is.
Like animal hair and dander, probably.
Bear in mind, this is a
sorry.
post-apocalyptic farmhouse as well. There might be stuff that you don't know about.
Gosh, all that residue. You know, farmers, God, they are disgusting. There
I was
is
gonna
shit everywhere.
don't
It's
ask
literal
me to dye
shit.
my
Feces
blacklight.
all over the walls. Everywhere. Feces, hay, and just hair and shit.
So
Hair and
can-
shit all the time.
Anyone who owns a pet knows that if you have an animal within 200 yards of you, the hair is going to be fucking everywhere. You own like 7 goats. You're not gonna have.
6?
You're gonna have shit in your
I own 6.
head.
Just so you know, okay? Okay.
Oh, was the goat curry good then?
Yeah.
Oh.
As
Yeah.
Winnigan and Max are investigating the kitchen, Gertrude and Billy Bob have managed to make their way around to Mr. Medman, who's stuck in the doorframe. They cannot get past him. He is stuck so tight in the doorframe that he is just wiggling his arms back and forward. All he's doing is marking the walls and making it dangerous for anyone to approach. What do you do?
Just yank him out.
To yank him out. Let's see, let's go for a wee strength check on that one. Give me athletics against strength, just for a straight pull and yank.
You'll have to remind me how to do that again.
Strength should already be against athletics, so you should just be able to click the athletics button on the skills table.
Is there any way I can assist the roll since I'm basically his backpack?
You don't need to worry about that. You're just hanging on to Gertrude at the moment.
Oh, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter at all.
Excellent. So that was a target of 13 you needed. You rolled a 7 and an 8. You got 2 successes. So yep, you managed to pull him free of the door frame. You actually managed to rip some of the wood off the wall as well. It's still wrapped around Mr. Medman's eye. But he is free and moving and in the hallway.
And I still have my eye, right?
You still have your eye, yes.
Thank God.
I'm tempted to make you... Actually, I'm tempted to make him roll to see if his eye came off there, but no.
Oh, no.
We're going to be nice. We're going to say that...
That's a serious perception disadvantage.
The wood gave way before your eye did, okay?
But he still has something sticking out of his eye, doesn't he?
Yeah, I mean, he's just got wood wrapped around one of his eye. Thoughts?
Alright, well, I can get that fixed later.
Later or now?
Later, when we're back in the town, maybe there's like a mechanic or someone I can talk to.
Oh,
Well,
we could just yank that thing out right now.
I could use my foot as a crowbar. I bet we can pry that right off.
Okay, so I mean, as you approach Mr. Medman, I'm gonna attack that right. I'm gonna
Are
slowly.
you trying back into the doorway where you get stuck?
I jump off Gertrude again. I'm like, don't worry, I'll get it off.
Oh, okay. That's I'm gonna fly above you, fly over you.
Well, I'm in a predicament. Big girl, could you pick me up again?
There's a quiet voice.
Okay, so I'm just gonna
find some rope.
I'm gonna fly out the back door, and I'm just gonna wait outside. I feel like I've done enough now.
Once you mentioned rope, I genuinely thought of like it all of a sudden being Chewbacca carrying C-3PO in Episode 6. Like I'm just bundled up as a backpack, and like all my limbs.
That's where I was going.
And all my limbs are just like there, and I'm like, yep. This is a pickle.
Right.
Can we investigate the bedroom?
Yes, you can. The two of you walk into the bedroom.
What do you want me to roll?
I want you to tell me what you're doing.
What tin can look for in here anyway?
I mean,
man.
I don't know. I'm facing the door. You're going to have to spin me around.
Have a look at the bed.
Gertrude will turn around.
There was
All right,
glass,
well,
there?
What do I see? I'll roll a perception check. Do you want
Right,
me to
so
roll
let me just
perception?
give you the what you see, because I've already described this to Mr. Redman. It is a couple's bedroom. It is small and plain. The sliding closet door is still open. On its neatly made bed is a pile of glass shards and crumpled, torn up photos. So, what are you looking at first?
Well, I can't get close to anything. So I'm gonna say, hey, how about you go back up to your right and go. There's some cupboards over here. Just back up to the left, to the left. There. All right. I'm gonna investigate the cupboards.
Which one left? Which one right?
My left, your right. No, your other right. Your other right.
What is right?
You know, hand that got frying pan. Hand that got frying pan. That right hand. So that side. Go that side.
Go pan.
Go pan side. Okay, pan side.
Pan.
Nope. All right, we'll say left and right will be pan and no pan. So go pan. Go pan.
Go pan.
Go pan. All right, go pan. No, your other pan. Your other pan. All right,
What other pan? Gertrude only have one pan.
All right,
Gertrude's holding the pan in both hands. So great.
Confused beyond belief. A pen in both hands. Oh shit. Just keep backing up. I'll tap you with my leg. Kind of see what side you need to go to. All right, there. All right, we're there. All right, cupboard. All right, I'm searching the cupboard, Cap.
Right, okay. So, the cupboards are empty of any clothes. No clothes at all are found in them. You go through all of the drawers, finding them all just as empty as the last, finding only little bits and pieces in each of them of different things, and end up coming away from searching the drawers with 7 bottle caps and 2 shotgun shells.
Oh. Well then.
There's a wardrobe, and there is the bed.
Oh,
Can I
well.
do the wardrobe then?
I couldn't possibly invade a beautiful woman's privacy. Go to the wardrobe.
Go to the open wardrobe.
Okay, I'm wondering what kind of fucking perception check I should get you to do. You know what? Give me perception against athletics, considering you're holding onto her bat. see what happens there.
Okay. How do I do perception versus... Wait, hold on. What?
So go down to perception.
Perception
wait,
versus
actually-
athletics.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I didn't know I could... How do I put that? How do I put...
Go to athletics, look at where it says strength, click that, and select it to perception instead.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't even know. That's cool.
Oh, you don't
That's
have to
cool.
change it there. What you can do is you can just go up to the top. You can press that dice in the top left corner, and you can do your manual rolls there.
Oh.
Oh.
Okay. I got
Right,
a
success.
2. I got a 2.
Excellent. When you look at
Wow.
that, you only had a target of 4, which is actually quite a hard roll, and you managed to get a 2 on one of them, so 1 success for you there. The closet contains many empty hangers. It looks like all the male clothing has been removed and only the women's clothes remain. So all of Teresa's clothes and shoes are still within their place, perfectly laid out in the wardrobe.
Oh, so they were getting a divorce.
Now, when we say women's clothing, now
Right, you
when
can
we
consider
say
yourself a
women's
success
clothing,
there. I won't make you roll another success for looking at the bed. Because what you
wait,
see
no,
on the
hold
bed-
on. You didn't answer my
sorry.
question.
Yeah.
Now, what all women's clothing are we talking about here?
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, Teresa's quite obviously a size 12 from what you can see as she's pinned up against the wall. You see a series of different nightgowns and lingeries on the left-hand side, working the way up to the middle where you've got more of a sort of business casual look, some skirts and sweater vests and the like. And then towards the right-hand side, you've got her evening wear, ending in a nicely wrapped in satin wedding dress.
Wait again! Wait again! Get out of here! Wait again!
Oh, Winnigan's gonna come running, hearing the terrified sounding screaming.
Okay. So
Hey,
Winnigan
would
runs
you
into the bedroom after hearing Billy
What
Bob
do you
shout
need?
her for some reason.
Is the killer in here?
is there any amount of money that I could give you to have you try some of these on for me?
First of all, Jay, what dress size is Winnigan?
Winnigan is probably like, I'd say a 14. So
Alright.
could feasibly fit into a 12, but not necessarily perfect fit.
So she's filling out that vault suit pretty well then.
Yeah. Well, first of all, I'm pretty sure you're broke, so no amount of money that you have. Secondly, we're not supposed to be robbing the place.
You know what? You're exactly right. Let me go in there and ask Teresa. Teresa, hey, Teresa. You mind if she?
Jerky man.
I just wanted to say that
God,
while you're
thank
doing this, Max is just in the kitchen still sniffing this gun rack.
Yeah.
Wondering whether you're all done.
Like running a finger over the dust and edge, not holding it very close to his eyes. Inspecting
Delicious.
everything.
I don't think she's going to reply, Jerky man.
All right. Well, would you mind helping us search this room? Trying to give directions to this behemoth is very difficult.
Okay, so we're gonna look at the stuff in the bed now, yeah?
Yeah, so on the bed, I'm not going to make you do a perception check because you've all been successful so far, except for Carmen. And what you find is a heart-shaped tin locket lying on one of the pillows. Inside the locket is a small photo of an old man Joseph with a goofy grin, and the photo in the other frame has been scratched by a sharp object and is not recognisable.
I think we might have found our motive there.
Is
In any
this?
case, we found some tracks leading out the back door. We should probably hunt down whoever did this.
Before you said that, because I went outside a few minutes earlier, I will try one more check, because I want to see if I can find these tracks on my own before I just had to sit there and wait. If I failed this last time, I'll be damn annoyed.
The unmistakably loud noise of a shotgun blast resounds from the direction of the red barn in the backyard. Thank you for listening to this episode of A Pint of Cthulhu. If you want to get in touch, you can find us on X and on Blue Sky at Pint of Cthulhu. Furthermore, if you'd like to help out the podcast, go over to our Ko-Fi page, link in the description. So mote it be.